Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of today's video, we're going to be reacting to Telepathy by BTS. Honestly, I am so beyond intrigued by this title. I cannot wait to get into this one and see what I can expect. I already am just loving that sense of telepathy and I'm wondering what it could mean. So I can't wait to get into this one. But before we do, if you guys are new to the channel, then welcome and thank you for joining. Make sure you click on that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with what I post on this channel. While you're at it, why not leave a little like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching so I can keep on making more videos like this. But with all being said, I just can't wait to get into this, so let's go. Ooh. It's so interesting. Their intros always so cool, aren't they? This is so sweet. Come on, sugar. Oh. This is a song for you. Now, obviously, I don't really know too much about this song, but I feel like possibly, maybe, you know, they're talking about this sort of like special person, it feels like, and that sense of telepathy and understanding and having a song for somebody. So I'm thinking maybe, could it be for ARMY? Possibly. That's like the first place my mind's going to. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like at the moment that's where I'm leaning more towards, because it does just feel like that sense of, you know, understanding with one another. You know, ARMY understand them so well, like understand BTS so well and their music, and it really relays with ARMY so much so that maybe that is in a sense telepathy in a way, you know, through their music they're able to communicate almost in a way. That's what I'm feeling like possibly. Well, I'm loving this sort of vibe so far, a little upbeat vibe we've got going on. Feels a little bit like uplifting and positive and just like you want to have a little, you know, move to the beat. I'm here for it. I'm wondering as well, them just saying there, you know, put it down. I'm sorry, but put it down. For me, it's almost like thinking of, obviously I know this has nothing to do with this song or the album this song's on, but I think that there made me think of a lyric in the Adang album where they would just say, you know, put down your phones and just experience this, because you're never going to get to experience this again. And it's like when they said put that down, or like put this down, or put it down, whatever it was, it's like maybe just put down that sense of media, social media, whatever it is that's sort of distracting you. Listen to this song, join us, let's have fun, like let's just explore and have a good time together, because we are so important to one another and we just want to be able to embrace everything and not always be so distracted by other things that are going on outside of where we are right now in the present, you know? So maybe that's what I'm feeling like possibly. Remembering to gather a small island in the middle of the blue sea. Like remembering that at the end of everything, even though there's all of these things that go on like within the media and people talk and opinions and whatever else it may be, it's like ultimately we can come together on this island to really just celebrate the music, celebrate what we have as a group, as fans, you know, just all enjoy together in the midst of that blue sea. And you know what? Listen, I know this was long before Adang was even thought of, right? But it is kind of wild how it does sort of connect as well into that sense of, if this is for ARMY and for the fans, like that island in the middle of the blue sea, swim, like we just keep on swimming through life, keep on swimming through everything. I just feel like there's so many little connections, even if they're not necessarily thought of in that sense. To me, I'm just making all these little connections and being like, actually, it does kind of intertwine so beautifully, even if that wasn't necessarily the thought behind certain things. Like, it does all intertwine so beautifully. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, come on with the build up. I can feel it coming. Come on. Yeah. So I definitely feel like this is for ARMY after that. I feel like them just saying, you know, we might be far away. We might not necessarily be able to see one another or be with one another all the time. But we're always sort of like connected telepathically, I guess, through the music, through that rhythm, through that melody, you know. You'll always hear our voices and you can always be reminded that we are sort of thinking of ARMY and ARMY are always there for us. Like, it is just that beautiful sense of just being at one with one another all the time, even if we're not necessarily together in that real life sense, you know, like reality. I think that's really lovely. And then just saying, like, every day I'm the happiest when I meet you, like when you're meeting ARMY, that is the best sort of time because you do just get to have all that joy, you know. I just think it's a really beautiful song. I love how they've really put so much thought behind this one into the fans and just been like, this is a sort of like a song for you, to know that even though we can't physically be constantly everywhere all the time, to be able to see ARMY, we still are connected in some sense because you have that connection through music, through artistry, you know. I think it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Come on, RM. Like a mirror, I check you. Ooh. I love that Let's Go at Our Speed is a pretty fun, long roller coaster. Like, we just want this journey to last forever, you know, and I think if you go too slow on this journey, it can be like it does sort of drag along. If you go too fast, then you miss all of the opportunities and things that, you know, you really want to experience in the moment. It is like if you go too fleetingly, you just miss all those memories, you know, that you want to make. So it's just like we're going at the pace that we want to go, where we can still have time to treasure everything and go at our own pace and also be able to really, you know, experience things in the moment that we want to and just enjoy this journey. And them just saying, you know, it's going to be a pretty long ride on this journey. It's like they just do want to do this for as long as they can because it's something that genuinely brings them joy, and you can see how much it really does mean to BTS. So I think that is such a gorgeous lyric right there. Like, it's a pretty fun long roller coaster and we're just continuing on this long ride. Jimin's voice is gorgeous. I love how that beat kicks in as well. Who's on that ad-lib? I need to know. That was beautiful. These ad-libs. For some reason, in my mind, it's saying it could be Jimin on those ad-libs, but whoever it is on those ad-libs, oh my gosh, it's heavenly. Absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, and the way it's slowly fading out as well. Love that. Absolutely love that. I really just loved this song because I think it definitely is a meaningful one to ARMY, and just saying, you know, that it feels as if BTS and their music and what they have within ARMY, you know, is something that is so important to them. They're always sort of having ARMY and everything that surrounds that in the back of their mind, you know. And even if for a time they've had to have been away, even if for a time it seems like maybe you don't necessarily see too much of them in the media because the things going on behind the scenes, it's like ultimately we still have this telepathic link, you know, this thing connecting us. And I think that's a really beautiful thought, isn't it? Like this sort of invisible string almost that does just connect all of us throughout the world, you know? I think that's a really, really gorgeous thought. And I think that the way they really said that that's almost like telepathic, that sense of telepathy, it's absolutely stunning. I honestly just really enjoyed this song. I thought it was such a great vibe. I loved how it did just fade out at the end there. I thought that was so cool. But I really enjoyed this one, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching along this video with me. If you did, then like I said, make sure you click on that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with what I post on this channel. And while you're at it, why not leave a little like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching so I can keep on making more videos like this. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.